Daytime television is often associated with laughter, light conversation, and cheerful routines that help viewers ease into their mornings. But every once in a while, a moment arrives that reminds audiences there are real people behind the cameras. People who carry emotions, challenges, and deeply human experiences, just like everyone else. That was exactly what happened when Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos shared a quiet yet profoundly emotional moment on air, one that quickly resonated far beyond the studio walls. Fans across the country found themselves unexpectedly moved, many admitting they were left in tears by the authenticity of what unfolded. There were no dramatic announcements, no shocking revelations, and no sensational headlines. Instead, it was something far more powerful: honesty, vulnerability, and genuine connection. Longtime viewers are accustomed to seeing Kelly Ripa's infectious energy and quick wit light up the screen. Her warmth has been a staple of morning television for years, helping audiences feel like they're starting the day with a trusted friend. On this particular day, however, fans noticed something different. The smiles were softer. The laughter arrived more slowly, and the pauses felt heavier with meaning. As the show progressed, it became clear that this was not just another routine broadcast. Kelly's voice occasionally wavered, and her expressions reflected a depth of emotion that words alone could not fully capture. Sitting beside her, Mark Consuelos remained calm and grounded, offering quiet reassurance through his presence rather than grand gestures. It was subtle, but unmistakable. The power of silence on live television. In an era where television often relies on constant talking and rapid pacing, silence can be incredibly powerful. During this emotional moment, it wasn't what Kelly and Mark said that struck viewers the most, it was what they didn't say. A brief pause, a deep breath, a supportive glance exchanged between them. These small details spoke volumes. For many fans, it felt like being invited into an intimate space, one where emotions were not hidden or polished for the camera. Instead, they were allowed to exist naturally, without explanation or justification. Mark Consuelos has long been admired for his charisma and confidence, but during this moment, viewers saw a different side of him, one defined by empathy and steadiness. Rather than stepping in to redirect the conversation or lighten the mood artificially, Mark did something far more meaningful. He gave Kelly the space to feel what she was feeling. His calm demeanor, attentive listening, and gentle responses reminded audiences that support doesn't always require words. Sometimes simply being present is enough. Fans later praised Mark for showing what true partnership looks like, especially in moments when emotions run close to the surface. Kelly Ripa's vulnerability resonates. Kelly Ripa has built her career on authenticity. Over the years, she has shared stories about family, motherhood, career challenges, and personal growth. Yet this moment felt different. It wasn't rehearsed, it wasn't framed as a segment, it wasn't designed for headlines. It was real. And that reality struck a deep chord with viewers. Many fans expressed gratitude that Kelly allowed herself to be seen as human, not just as a television personality. Her willingness to remain present on air, even while navigating visible emotion, reminded audiences that vulnerability is not weakness. In fact, it can be one of the strongest forms of connection. Almost immediately, social media platforms filled with messages of support, compassion, and admiration. Viewers from all walks of life shared how deeply the moment affected them. Some wrote that they felt seen. Others said the moment mirrored emotions they were experiencing in their own lives. Many thanked Kelly and Mark for reminding them that it's okay to pause, to feel, and to be honest. What stood out most was the tone of the response: respectful, caring, and deeply empathetic. There was no demand for explanations, only encouragement and understanding. In today's fast-paced world, people are often expected to push through emotions, especially in professional settings. Seeing two well-known public figures navigate an emotional moment with grace and authenticity offered something refreshing. Viewers didn't see perfection, they saw reality. That relatability is what made the moment so impactful. It reflected the quiet struggles many people carry into their own workplaces and daily routines, smiling on the outside while feeling something entirely different within.
Television shows come and go, but certain personalities endure because of trust. Kelly Ripa's long-standing connection with her audience is rooted in her ability to be genuine, even when it's difficult. This emotional moment reinforced why so many viewers have remained loyal for years. It wasn't about entertainment, it was about connection. Mark Consuelos' presence only deepened that bond, showing audiences what mutual respect and emotional support look like in real time. Moments like this challenge the idea that television must always be polished and upbeat. They show that authenticity can be just as compelling, if not more so, than scripted perfection. By allowing space for emotion, Kelly and Mark demonstrated that being real on camera can create a stronger, more meaningful relationship with viewers. In a media landscape often driven by exaggeration and sensationalism, this quiet honesty stood out. This moment may well be remembered as an example of how modern audiences value sincerity. Viewers are increasingly drawn to content that reflects real life, not just highlight reels. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos didn't need to explain everything. They trusted their audience to understand, to empathize, and to respond with kindness. And that trust was met with overwhelming support. Though the episode itself will eventually fade into the archives, the emotional connection it created will linger. Fans will remember how it made them feel, and that emotional resonance is far more lasting than any headline. It served as a reminder that sometimes the most powerful moments are unplanned, unscripted, and quietly shared. In the end, what moved fans to tears wasn't sadness alone, it was humanity. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos showed viewers that even in a professional setting, emotions deserve space, that partnership means standing together through both joy and uncertainty, and that being open can create connection rather than distance. For fans watching at home, it wasn't just a television moment, it was a shared human experience, and that is why it mattered.
If this heartfelt moment touched you as deeply as it touched fans across the country, please take a moment to like this video and share it with others who appreciate honesty and emotion on television. Your support helps us continue bringing respectful, meaningful stories to the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss future updates, emotional moments, and thoughtful coverage. Every like, comment, and share truly means a lot and helps this community grow stronger. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey.